Alright everybody, I want to show you guys a couple exercises for the lower extremity, that would be your legs. I get a lot of people who have issues with hip problems, knee problems, ankle problems, that sort of thing. And of course the most important thing is getting your nervous system checked, making sure your pelvis and your low back are aligned, subluxation free. But I wanted to show you exercises for two muscles that right there, strengthening those stabilizers will help eliminate virtually all of your hip and knee problems. And the two muscles are going to be, one, your gluteus medius. That's not the gluteus maximus, it's the gluteus medius. So it's a small muscle right in here. And then also what's called your vastus medialis. That's your quad, your thigh right here. That's just the inside part of it. And so to start with your gluteus medius, I would say the motion that you're looking for is a sideways motion like this. So if I've got my feet straight and my leg is going to the side, that lateral motion, that's what's going to get this muscle right here engaged. All right? And so you could start with something like that. You can brace on a wall, and then you can just lift your leg out to the side high as you can. Keep that foot pointed forward, and you can do repetitions like this. You could take your head weights or an ankle weight or something, put it around your ankle and get some resistance, and do those. And you probably remember like those old exercise videos where they're on the beach on their mats or whatever, and they lay on their side, and they do essentially the same thing, just lifting their leg up, but laying down, and that gets gravity engaged a little bit more as well. One thing that I like to do is something we call a skate, and that's like if you watch the Olympics or ice skaters, how they do that side-to-side motion to propel themselves forward. Well, you can kind of do that same thing with your legs as an exercise. Essentially, you just want to, from one foot, from your outside foot, you want to hop over to the other. And then what I do is I have you bend down and touch your ankle or your toe, and then hop to the other foot. And bend down and touch that ankle or that toe. So you're kind of doing like a skate without the ice. And of course, the further you jump, or the more air that you get, the more difficult it's going to be, and the more it's going to engage that muscle. And do a good couple sets of those, and I guarantee you the next day you're going to be feeling it right where that muscle is. That really is going to stabilize your pelvic girdle, your hips, and relieve a lot of the stress and strain. The other one, what you'll do is from a seated position, you're going to want to work that inside part of your thigh. And so if you've ever seen people like at the gym or with a machine, they do an extension sort of exercise where they lift the legs up. Well, the last 15 or 20 degrees of that motion is when you really engage that part of the muscle. This is the one where you see people where they're pretty muscular and they have that kind of teardrop looking muscle right there. That's the one we're after. And so if you go just to the very top of that range of motion, and then down slightly and up, you'll feel more and more just that muscle engaging. And so instead of doing a whole range of motion, if you just do that top bit, you'll really engage this muscle here. And that one is going to, conjunctively with your gluteus medius, it's going to stabilize the whole lower extremity of your legs all the way down. It'll relieve a lot of tension to the hips, the knees, and the ankles. And especially with our athletes, a lot of times having those stabilizers there really helps them generate more power out of their strong muscles on their lifts or their movements or their sport, and prevents injuries. All around very good muscles to be making sure are developed and strong. And that's your gluteus medius, your vastus medialis, and that's stabilizing the lower extremity. If you have any questions, let us know. But we're here to help you guys, and good efforts with your exercise.